Have you ever felt like you're putting in all this work to becoming your best self, but no one sees it? No one's clapping, no one's validating it, and you just think, what am I doing this all for? Hello and welcome. My name is Elisa, aka Simslayer, and welcome to my channel. The first point I want to address is loneliness actually bad? I mean, we all know that feeling alone and being lonely is actually a bad feeling, but is solitude really as bad as people portray it to be? When we are alone, we're actually in the perfect space to heal ourselves. I talked about this in another video that I addressed loneliness in, but just to keep it short, loneliness can give you the stage to ask, who am I really and what do I want to create? When you're alone, you do not have any distractions, no noise, no other things that just distract you from focusing on yourself and your own healing, much like self therapy, as I mentioned in my other video. And this is why sometimes you need this quiet. You need the whole world around you to be quiet to listen to your inner self. So, solitude is something great that we have to appreciate more often. Another important thing is who you are in private shapes who you become in public. It's so easy to perform when you're in public, and you know that people love your personality that you showcase to everyone around you. But you know what the real interesting, the real magical thing is? When you're by yourself, you have no one around, and you're still the same person that you are when you walk outside of the door. So you're clapping for yourself. You're super proud and appreciative of yourself. You do not need the validation around you. Those small habits that you build in solitude when you're all private and alone are the self respect, the boundaries, and your authenticity that become public, that people see in public. So, what you practice in private will be seen afterwards for everyone else around you. But you have to keep in mind your dream self does not show up with an audience, it shows up with your practice, with your habits. Your dream self is built when no one else is around. When you are focused on what you want, how you want to achieve it, and when you will achieve it. So practice being the best version of you every day. When you wake up, nobody's around, but you still make your bed. I know a lot of parents will be very proud of me for saying that. Just keep your bed tidy. That's the least thing you can do for yourself in the morning. Afterwards, you just go brush your teeth, make a healthy breakfast because your best self does not want to eat junk food in the morning. It wants to start off its day with the best thing you can get for your body. You have to nourish your body, you have to treat your body like you are your best self already. So, practice doing that, practice being the authentic, manifested version of you before anyone acknowledges it. But you have to do it consistently. Because consistency in the quiet makes the unshakable later. Nobody will be able to interrupt your peace, interrupt your healing, because you know what you are and who you are, what you want. This is basically your best self. Just fake it till you make it in that case. The third point I want to address is that growth doesn't stop when you don't see it. Growth happens in the quiet places. It can happen in your subconscious mind. It can happen in your body, but you won't see it the first 12 weeks. Sure, we all get addicted to instant results. We want the fastest method. We want the most effective method without doing any work because we're lazy. We're lazy by nature, and nothing's wrong with that. But since we're lazy, we should stop looking at the progress. We should stop looking at the growth that happened because I myself, I would be too lazy to get my scale every morning to see whether I've lost weight or not. So choose laziness in other aspects. Don't choose laziness in your habits, but choose laziness in how you see and how you measure your progress. That would be an effective way to still see progress and growth without putting in the effort to note down everything that happened and that changed, because that takes extra effort and you might not want to put in this effort if you've already put in effort in changing your habits, if that makes sense to you. Also, wouldn't it be a nice compliment if someone would come up to you and be like, how did you get there so fast? Did you like buy yourself the followers or something, and you're just like, no, I consistently made videos, but one of the videos just caught attention, and now I'm here, but I planned to be here from the beginning. And this is the key point in growing as a person or growing in your authentic manifested self. If you're already acting like the person you want to become, people keep expecting this version of you, and you have to live up to their expectations. So just be that person in the beginning, unless you want, well, disappointed people, a disappointed audience, or you yourself being disappointed in yourself. A nice saying that I think of lately is, the work you do in the dark prepares you for the light. And I love this because you're like preparing in the dark, you're preparing in your bedroom, writing scripts for videos that you want to create. And then one day you might have like the camera, the equipment, and the audience that you can share your thoughts with and create those same scripts that you were dreaming of just years ago. I'm pretty sure that many of you have heard of the law of attraction or the law of assumption. And it's the same, that if you act like your authentic self, you will manifest and attract those positive things into your life. So, acting like your authentic self attracts what's meant for you. I know I've said before in this video, you have to fake it till you make it, but at the same time, faking things will not get you what where you want. It will not get you the things that you want to manifest. You have to truly believe it. In the beginning stages, you might have to fake it till you actually believe it. So not fake it till you make it, that would be wrong. But let's just say fake it till you deeply truly believe the thought that you are faking. For example, you are trying to become a content creator. And I know that many who watch those kind of videos are usually willing to create content themselves or just want to get themselves out there, even if it might just be in the professional area like career, maybe even in school. If you're watching this and you're in school, then maybe you want to progress there. If you constantly say about yourself to yourself that you're a straight A student, like, I'm a straight A student, I'm always getting the best grades, and everyone can rely on me. But deep down, you just know, oh, I'm gonna fail this test. I know I studied for it, and I know that people expect me to have like an A in this test, but I'm not capable of doing that. I don't know anything. Then you are attracting the energy that you deeply down think about. Now, look, when it comes to your dream self, you have to ask yourself, if you haven't done the finished work, like if you haven't done the inner work that you need to think like the manifested version of yourself, would you feel comfortable in the places your manifested self would be in? If you're a straight A student and you constantly give the best results in everything, and you end up in a very prestigious university, would you be able to keep up the expectations and your own desires in this surrounding? Or would you still feel kind of diminished, kind of small? Because in that case, you need to practice more inner work. You need to practice more self healing in order to feel comfortable in a surrounding that expects those things of you that you are able to provide, but only if you put in the work. So you might need a lot of maybe months or years to get to the point where you can stay true to yourself and be the same version you are behind closed doors as you are in public. Because I always ask myself at the end of the day, every step of my morning routine, of my evening routine, maybe even the things, the activities I did during the day, did they kind of give me the feeling of benefiting me, or were they draining me? Were they making me feel lazy or anxious? Because I divide them into categories. I divide them into categories like a good thing, a thing that makes me sad or anxious or angry, and a thing that, well, you can do, but it's not a must for my dream self. And then I put all the activities I did during the day into those boxes at the end of the day. And I try to make progress every week so that, okay, well, next time that I'm gonna get up, I will not scroll on my phone for an hour, but I will get up, brush my teeth, do my bed, and then I'll go for a walk. Something like this. Small changes, but they make such a difference, trust me. Now, if you want to summarize all our findings from this video, we should just remember that loneliness is not a punishment, it's actually the practice to becoming your best self, to heal your inner self, heal all the issues and all the trauma you might have in yourself. You can read self help books, for example, or just try therapy. You have to keep building the life that you dream of, even if it's quiet right now, even if you do not see any progress, any change. Just keep going because all beginnings are hard. Even the chocolate that you wanted to not eat in the fridge that you've left there because you wanted to live a healthier lifestyle, you're tempted to give up and eat the chocolate, but you know that it's for a higher purpose, it's for a greater purpose to keep the chocolate in there and keep the healthy lifestyle that you have. And the whole world is basically just your own reality. It's a simulation of your own thoughts and manifestations in your surroundings that you create with your own will and your own imagination, so to say. So if you are who you want to be right now, if you transform yourself into your most authentic personality right now, then your reality around you will catch up very soon. So don't ever dim yourself just because you have not seen the impact yet. As I said, every beginning is hard and you have to put in the work, put in the practice, be super consistent, and you will see results very soon. Keep shining, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. And leave your thoughts in the comments below, please. See you then. Bye.